Hello, we are going to address one request that many of you have been making to me for a long time. You want to see more of imported inks, more of the inks that we normally hear a lot about, but inks that we don't get to see. So what I went was I went out and I bought two bottles of Noodler inks for you guys. But more than anything else, I mean, one is, of course, the Empire, which we will show you at a later date. I mean, and the other is the famous Bay Street Blue, because this is one of the cult inks of the world. Everybody seems to have their opinions about the Baystate Blue. It's one of the inks that sells out the fastest and the most uh, easily, the fast moving ink off the shelf is Baystate Blue. And I also bought this bottle of jeans, so which is Tasia, and my God, let me tell you that these inks, they cost me a nice packet. But let us, without wasting any more of your time, I think let us try and test the Bay Street Blue. What I have done is I have bought an old Click Aristocrat pen that I want to fill up with the Bay Street Blue and show you writing samples. Now, there's a reason why I'm using this pen. The reason is very simple. Whether you accept, and I'm talking out of past experience, I've used this ink in the past, and there's a kind of a parental warning right up front. This ink is extremely, extremely strong, and it's very difficult to wash away its it tends, if you are using a demonstrator pen, it tends to stick to the insides, and it's very difficult to clean up this ink. So that's why I got this old pen with a converter. I washed it out, and it's, as you can see, it's clean. So we will ink it up and we'll show you the writing samples. But before that, I think I should open this ink up and show you writing samples. This is a hugely bright ink. It's extremely bright in its demeanor, and as you can see, it's a beautiful color. It's one hell of a beautiful color, and that probably explains its popularity. See? But before anything else, I think we should fill up the pen, and I hope you guys can see this. Here it is. There's another thing about Noodlers, they fill their bottles to the very brim, and I don't know whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, but they are filled to the brim. And here it is. Now see, this is what I was talking about. If you can see, there's a stain already on the pen. And this ink is known for giving you stains that cannot be washed away easily. So please be very careful if you are using your favorite demonstrator pen or a pen that's light in color like a white pen, or a pen that has white plastic feeds, because this this is the fabled Noodler's Baystate Blue. As you can see, there's a slight kind of a you know there's a slight kind of I mean, this is extremely difficult to remove the strains. It's already there. I mean, this is a very expensive pen, so I'm not going to drain away the ink and show you what has happened to the inside of the converter. But I think you can guess. This is a beautiful ink. It looks beautiful. It writes well, but as you can see, it's made in Massachusetts. Rinse pens of other inks before using, all that blah 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 is there. This is a beautiful ink, looks good, is extremely bright and very difficult to remove stains of. So I don't know, I'll leave the rest on to you. You can see this. Want to see me test the other one? This also looks saturated and has a, smells like spirit, and maybe that's the spirit of the fountain pen. But this is also a nice ink. But next to the Baystate Blue, I mean, I'll be very honest. I bought this one because of the packaging. I just loved the way this label was made, so I had to buy it and I bought it. But this is the one I bought it for the sake of buying it. This is the Baystate Blue, and Oh, it's not the street, it's state. My fault, but I love this color. I love this color, and that's why I'm very particular about the pens that I use it with. You can see that, you know, it just doesn't go. This is from the ink that's going into my from my fingers. It's going on here, and it just doesn't go. But the color I love, and is it worth it? I mean, see, this is American, man, and uh, we being Indians, we will pay a fortune to buy inks like this. But if this kind of things happen to your Indian inks, God save them. But you know, in America, and if they are Americans, they are white skinned guys, and they pay stuff in dollars, and we pay humongous amounts in the local currency to buy this. So I guess this kind of stain, it's chalta hai, man. But for an Indian pen, yak, I will raise hell and high water if this were to happen with an Indian ink. But this is the Baystate, man. Baystate Blue, and it's American, and it's Noodlers. So I guess we will. Let's not talk about it. Bye. Take care and have a good day. Have a good time. And this is what happens. Thank you.